Grillo, my man, how are you, buddy?
Now I'm alive, big dumb fat ass.
Steve, I was saying before you got here, and that's perfectly timed. I was handling some internal 8th grade girl shit that's in the Dabbleverse. Now, are you familiar with the Dabbleverse? Because you were tight with the man that started it all. And by the way,
No, what is that? I have no idea what that is.
I hate you. I hate that you really don't know what it is. I'm so fucking jealous of you. You look good, by the way, buddy. How's life treating you?
Thank you. I did something to my back, so I'm a little squirmy. I can't get a position where it doesn't hurt. It's like constantly hurting, so I'm a little squirmy. I apologize. I did not sleep at all last night.
Now, what is your relationship? Because you used to be tight with StutJo. In fact, can I make the comparison that you both? I love you. We got to do this. I'm already having a blast. Can I make the comparison that you and StutJo were both interns on Stir, right? Probably the same.
Yeah. No, we were. He made my life a living hell while I worked there.
Yeah, and the difference between you and him, it's this simple to me. Correct me if I'm wrong. Is like after 6 years, you're like, I'm not making any money. Can I get a raise? Can I get health care? And they're like, no, because Stern's like, I have other people I can shit on. No offense. And one of those people he loves shitting on, that loved being shit on, that still to this day thinks he has talent as a result of it, when all he was a professional get shit on guy, was Stuttering John. And he's like, I'll stay. And Stern would always say, Stern didn't even run from it. He basically said I was paying him shit money and he didn't want to leave, so he stayed. Am I wrong?
Yeah, no, you're really not that wrong. John did make a full-time salary. I don't know how much it was, but he did. I was working 60 hours a week getting paid for 30. He was getting at least paid for 40, and maybe because he was out there, getting beat up by celebrities and shit, he probably they gave him a little bit more. And plus, he was there longer. But for my current relationship with John is every time it was always someone. He was always arguing with somebody and stuff like that, and he always had a problem with somebody. And it was actually for the first time in our 25-year friendship that I felt like I didn't feel like below him and everything, but and I sort of kind of felt bad what he was going through with Shuli and stuff like that, because they were harassing him to no end, and they're trying to cause his job, get him fired from gigs and stuff like that. And not for nothing, he's got kids, he's got to pay rent. But then he said he kind of like gave me an ultimatum about I wasn't allowed to go on Shuli's show, and I was like, well, Shuli's never been anything but good to me. Every time I went up to the station, he always interviewed me for Howard 101 News. He was always kind. I used to bump into him outside on the street. And Shuli happened to ask me to come on the show. And I said...
How recently was this?
I would say it had to be over a year ago.
Do you understand that? So you, whether you realize it or not, you've experienced the Dabbleverse, my friend.
Oh, okay. Well, so here's what happened. So... I said, who is he to tell me what show I can and can't do? And Shuli's been nothing but good to me. Why would I tell Shuli no when he's done nothing to me? So when we came on, Shuli was nothing but gracious and awesome as usual. And then as the show progressed and he got to the point where, okay, now it's time to start talking about John, I said, if you have me on here to badmouth my friend, it's just not going to happen. If you don't mind, I'm going to gracefully bow out now, and thank you very much for having on. And I said, I understand what your show is about, but I wanted to come in and say I really don't appreciate what you guys are doing, but it's freedom of speech. You can do whatever you want. John's my friend. And he proceeded to call me up and
to answer my dear friend Joey Dago, John is friend or foe? And it doesn't matter. We're not playing 8th grade girl shit, but that's what the devil. Right now, you consider John a friend, or
I have no problem with John, but I just don't want to be a part of that negativity anymore. I got enough problems,